What's up? You ready to get moving again? Welcome back. We're going to jump right into it. Today is full body, and we're starting with a new favorite of mine for a chest opener. So we're going to do that all together. And speaking of that, we will need a softball. So smaller, medium size, either or is going to work. If you don't have this, use a towel as a substitute, but check the link in the bottom of this video to grab one of these at home. It's great. It's a great prop to have just available for you, and there's so many things you can do with it. So the setup for our machine is to have your headrest flat, your foot bar at the middle position, and for springs, you want one heavy and one medium spring. Without further ado, let's go ahead and pop right into it. So grab your ball, and you're gonna sit down onto your carriage, swing your legs up and over, and then you're gonna position the ball right on this side of the shoulder rest. We'll lie our upper back onto the ball, moving the feet onto the bar. Bring your hands behind your head, elbows are wide, okay? And the head is gonna go down here. This feels like a really strong stretch right away, okay? So if you need to kind of reposition the ball to get into it, do so. And then once we're up here, let's lift the hips up into a bridge. So here's where you can kind of tell, oh, my ball's in a good spot, or maybe my shoulders are jamming into the shoulder blocks. So you can adjust a little bit. I'm gonna pull mine down just a touch and then go ahead and get back into it. We're gonna lift the hips up. Now you have an option. You can leave your hands here behind your head, or you can bring your arms long by your sides. So lifting the hips up, the carriage is still closed. We're gonna go ahead and press the carriage out. I'm on my heels, sit bones apart. Once the legs are straight, we're going to lower those hips down, increasing the arch in that mid back. Then we're going to tuck that tail, squeeze the glutes, lift the hips back up, bend the knees, pull the carriage in with the hips high. We're going to press back out, lower the hips down, increasing that stretch through the chest. Tuck the tail, lift the hips back up, connect your abs like you're trying to stitch your pubic bone up towards your sternum. Pull the carriage in, press back out, lower the hips down. Lift the hips back up, bend in. We're going to keep the hips up now, and we're going to push out and pull in. So this is a lighter spring for a bridge. So right away, we're in those hamstrings, focusing on the pull in of the carriage much more than the press out, because it goes out pretty easily with this spring tension. As we pull in, really draw the belly button back towards your spine. That's it. Good. We're going to go for 4 more here. Pulling in and press out. Squeeze into those glutes. Draw the hip bones together as you bend the knees and pull in. That's it. Let's go for 2 more. Pulling in, stretch back out. Pulling in. 1 more time, we stretch back out. Hold the legs straight here. We're going to go back to lowering those hips down towards the carriage and then lifting them back up. We're going to do this for 8. Lowering down, increasing that stretch in mid-back, lift the hips back up. 7. Inhale down, lift up. 6. Down, exhale, lift up. 5. Hopefully starting to open up that rib cage area. 4. Up. 3. Down, up. 2. Down, up. 1. Bend, pull the knees all the way in, close the carriage, let the hips come all the way down. Bring your hands behind your head. Now I want you to use your hands to lift your head. So don't just nod the chin forward and sort of buoying up. I can't think, snap up out of this, because we've just been into that nice extension. So once we're here, legs can go out over the foot bar. Carefully sit it up, grab the ball, lie right back down. We're staying with this spring set. Now you're flat onto your back. You're gonna lift your hips, put the ball underneath your sacrum. If you're not sure where that is, it's below the small of the back, not the small of the back, below. So kind of right underneath your bum, or make sure that it's even. Grab the loops into your hands, push your carriage out so your arms come right over your chest. Float the legs to tabletop, glue the knees together. Take an inhale here. With an exhale, we're going to lower the arms down, stretch the legs out, lift the arms, bend the knees. Exhale, extend the legs and lower the arms down by your sides. That's it. Let's focus on the breath. Exhale as we reach. Inhale as we lift and bend. Really pressing the low belly down into the ball. So you should still have airspace underneath your low back. You're not trying to come like this, okay? So reach your tailbone out over that ball. As the knees come in, bring them just over the hips and no farther forward towards your torso. Inhale. Exhale. That's it. And let's take it for 3 and 2. On 1, we hold the legs out. We're going to open the arms wide to a T and pull back to hips for 8 and 7. Legs can be parallel or into a turnout, however you prefer. Squeezing the midline of the legs together. 5 with the arms. Pull 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. You're nice and straight. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Bend the elbows and the knees. Here we go. We straighten the arms and legs out. We bend together. We straighten out and bend. Straighten and bend. Keep reaching the tailbone out over the top of that ball. And we go for 4 more. And 3 and 2 and 1. Bend all the way in. Rest your feet onto the bar and you can hang up your loops. Good job, guys. Lift your hips up. Take the ball out from, whoa, underneath your hips. I'm going to grab my ball. Okay, I got it. All right. So from here, all you need to do is turn onto your left side. So you don't really need to get up. Just put the ball underneath your head and it provides a nice little pillow for your head. The top foot goes onto the bar completely flush, and make sure, go ahead and press all the way out. You're nice and stacked. Top shoulder and hip over the bottom shoulder and hip. We're going to bend in and press out. Bend in and press. Let's bring that top hand onto the top hip. This gives you feedback to make sure that as you bend the knee in, you're not letting this hip fall into your waistband. So you can almost think of kind of reaching it down towards the foot bar as the knee bends and reaches long and forward. That's it. Really pressing through the heel. You can look down. You have your line of sight here to help you know if you're in a good alignment as the knee bends. You want to make sure it's tracking over the middle of your foot on the bar. So it's not pointing down or up because we're parallel. All right. Bring it halfway in. Tiny pulses. You don't even see the movement, but you can feel the movement. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and bring your heel forward to where your toes were. Turn this hip open and we're going to go out and in for 8, 7, 6. Think of lifting your bottom side off of the carriage. So make sure that belly is not hanging forward and resting onto the carriage. Pull up and in away from waistband. 2 and 1. Halfway out or halfway in, however you want to think of it. Tiny pulses. 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push all the way out and then bend it all the way in. All right, before we roll around to the other side, we're going to come up onto our knees facing back. Come with your knees forward towards the shoulder blocks and bring your ball in between inner thighs. That's above the knees, right? Then squeeze in on that ball. Go ahead and grab a hold of your straps, either through the loops or around the outside, above or below your D-rings. Let's lift the hips up right here. Zip up your abs, yes? Pulling up and back towards spine. We're gonna do our chest expansion. You're gonna sweep the arms down and back behind the torso. Down and back. I want you to really roll your arm bones open so that the crease between the arm and torso lessens. Yes, you get nice and broad there in the front. So even though we're expanding the chest, we're not splaying the ribs open like this, right? We're staying just straight as a board from head to shoulders, ribs, hips, and knees. Let's go 2 more. 1 more. Good, now I want you to glue your arms to your sides and don't let them go forward of your thighs. We're gonna come into our thigh stretch, so squeeze your bum, press your pubic bone forward, lean back from the knees. The quads go away from the shoulder rests, then lift all the way back up and over. Arms are pulling down towards those knees and they're glued to your sides. Ready, lean back, lift up. We're gonna do 3 more. Inhale, lean back and lift up. You're straight as a board, so don't come into a bend. Keep it nice and straight as you lean and lift. One more time. Lean and lift. Excellent. I want you to hang those loops up. Keep the ball in between your knees. Reach behind you and pop your heavy spring off so you're left with 1 medium spring. Take your hands to your frame. Flatten out the back. We're gonna baby step with our hands and pull our carriage forward all the way to risers and then step it back. Little baby steps and then walk it forward again and then walk it back. Good, and walk it forward again and walk it back. Keep those shoulders away from your ears. Walk it forward again. Now hold it here, flatten out that back. Here we go. Reach the knees behind you, behind the hips. Keep your back flat as you pull the knees a few inches under. Reach back behind you. Pull. It's all coming from the low abs. Pull under and under. And 2 more. Pull under. 1 more. Pull under. Now we're going to tuck that tail. Think of a puppy tucking its tail. Tuck and pull under. Reach back. Tuck and pull under. Reach back. It's waistband down, so I'm not going to round out through the upper back. It's really isolated. That's it. Scoop the low belly as you pull the knees under. You're sliding them under. 1 more time. Good. Now let yourself ride the rails all the way back to the finish. Awesome job, guys. You can take this ball out. Go ahead and put your heavy spring back on. So you're 1 heavy and 1 medium. We're going to lie onto the right side. The ball becomes your head pillow. All right. Your top foot is flush with the bar. And we're going to bend and press. Little reminders of our alignment here. You're just keeping that knee tracking right over the middle of the foot or the foot bar if it's easier to think of it that way. Okay, pushing out through the heel. As you bend, reach your sit bone down for the foot bar. Nice and long through the spine. Imagine you can slip your hand underneath your bottom side. So the abs are lifted and active even though we're lying here and supported by the carriage. Let's go 3 more presses out and in. 2, 1. Come halfway in. We're doing those little micro pulses where you should barely be able to see me move or yourself, but you can feel it in the body. So we're going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your carriage. Move your heel forward to where your toes lift off. Turn this leg open and we're going to press out and in. That's it. Now we've rolled this hip open. That knee is still tracking over your 2nd and 3rd toe. Good. As you straighten away, pull your quad up. Remember, straighten all the way away. I see so often, I don't know why, my clients want to go halfway out. Really get that straight leg, extension of the leg. We're going to go for 3 more. 2, 1. Come halfway in. Little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press all the way out and then bend and come in. You can bring your feet forward. You're going to come up to seated. We are going to take off our 1 heavy spring. Come back onto your knees facing back. You're going to bring the ball in between the inner thighs. Hands go onto your carriage, making like an L, okay, with your thumbs and fingers. Feet are onto your platform here. We're going to hover the knees up, lift the hips to the level of the shoulders, squeeze the ball between the legs, and press the legs all the way straight. Now let's just check our alignment. I want you to broaden the chest, Flatten out the shoulder blades behind you so you're not round, okay? Now pull the belly button back towards your spine and reach your sit bones for your heels. That's without cranking your pelvis shut, right? So we have a nice elongated plank, and now we're going to come into a pike. Head down, hips up, pull your carriage in. Press all the way back out, find that beautiful elongated plank, and then pike. To come in, plank, to go out. In and out. I want you to really keep those legs stick straight the whole time. We don't want a lot of spring on this, so that the challenge is for our abs to pull us in the pike. That's it. One more. All the way back out, hold it here. I want you to press the carriage straight forward and then pull it back under. Arms pressed forward, pull under. Keeping the abs engaged, don't dip into the low back. We're gonna go 5 and 4 and 3. You better be squeezing that ball tight between your legs. 2, 1, bend the knees, bring your knees down, and the carriage comes all the way in. Good job. We're gonna do one more thing, which is going to be, you can keep your feet on the platform, or you can lift your feet up to the foot bar, which is a challenge with the ball between your knees, but you can do whatever your comfort level allows. And I think I'm actually gonna go 1 foot down, 1 foot up, lift up, and then walk my other foot up. We're gonna push out into a plank position, find that plank, and then we bend, press. Now push the carriage forward, pull under, bend, press out, push the carriage forward, pull under. 6 more like that. Focus on your form and your breath. Bend, press, push, and pull. 4 to go. If ever you feel like you're losing your form, take a pause, I was gonna say break, and then come back up and finish out your reps. 2 more. Last one. Walk your feet down. Bring your knees all the way in. You can take that ball out from between your knees, and then we're going to spin around. Put your one heavy spring back on. If you're shorter, you want your foot bar to go to the top position. For me, I'm gonna leave it in this medium position. Hold on to your foot bar, stand up on your carriage. We're gonna come into our elephant. I was gonna use the ball for this. Let's put the ball in between the ankles. Okay, so you might have to walk your feet in closer to each other. You're in a pike and the carriage is closed. Pick your toes up, drive your heels down, lift your sit bones up, straighten through the backs of the knees, and flatten out through your back. So press your chest toward your toes. Let your head hang down, and we're gonna push out from the legs through the heels and then pull under. Push out, pull under. Stretching through the backs of the legs, those hamstrings that we worked at the beginning of class, right? That's it. Let's go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull your legs all the way in. Now I want you to lift your spine up towards the ceiling. Angry cat. You're transferring half of your weight forward through your arms. All right, so lift those ribs up. Head stays hanging down and heavy, still pushing back through the heels. Press out. You won't be able to press this far. Pull under, round that mid back, lifting your ribs up and away from the carriage below you. We go 6. Use your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and close the carriage. You can come back into your pike, walk your hands towards your feet, hang your head down, look back through your knees. You can release the hold on that ball. You can kind of shift from left to right. And you can do a roll up here, or if you feel more comfortable, come down onto the floor. All right, hang all the way over, folded forward, touching your toes or however far you can get. And then slowly restack your spine all the way back up to standing, one bone at a time. Head and arms are the last thing to come up. And you guys are all finished. So good job. Today's class was a little bit different, just moving you fluidly through each exercise. Drop me notes below to let me know how you enjoyed it. Make sure you go get plenty of water after class today, and I will see you for the next one. Good job, guys. Bye. If you enjoy my workouts, then join me directly at goneadventuring.com. You'll get access to structured programs that will meet you where you're at and take you far beyond. A personalized calendar that will keep you accountable and help you achieve your specific goals. Exclusive workouts of over 800 individualized workouts. Access to virtual one-on-one coaching with me if desired, and a community to be a part of a greater group of movers just like yourself to help you along your way in your health and fitness journey. If you haven't already visited goneadventuring.com, click the link below in the description and I'll see you there.